It's October 30th, 2021. I'm Todd Dunn, and today I'm once again in Southwest Harbor because we have our second storm of the week just beginning. Yep, we had an actual storm Tuesday into Wednesday, and today we're supposed to have a gale that's going to start a little later today and last through into tomorrow. So I thought I'd show you the harbor, and one of the reasons is that typically here on the coast of Maine, most recreational boat insurance policies require the boat to be out of the water by November 1st or laid up in the water. So I thought I'd show you what Southwest Harbor looks like today, October 30th, 2021. Right now I'm standing on the Manset Town dock, a couple seagulls, and we're looking east. The second dock out there is the Hinckley Company, and as you can see, their mooring field is completely empty. And if you look over there, you can see a bunch of sailboats hauled out. And as we look out here, I don't know if you can see them, but there's some fairly good size swells working in here with the easterly wind today. It's about 15 knots right now. Couple sailboats in the lee of Greening Island over there. And as we look up harbor, you probably can't make it out, but there is a schooner over there that stays in all year. I've never actually seen it out sailing. And then we've got one small sailboat you probably can't see way over there, and a couple, two, three more over by the rock ledges. At least one of them looks like it's ready to haul. They just haven't gotten to it yet. And then another 4. So there are only about 10 sailboats or recreational boats left in the harbor. I don't see any recreational power boats. And the marina has a few more sailboats. You can see masts that are waiting to be hauled out. But as you can see, here on October 30th, the harbor is pretty empty. And these boats are going to have a bit of a ride tonight in the easterly gale that is forecast. It's not supposed to be a real bad gale, only about 30 knots with gusts to 40, but it's supposed to be due east, so we will have some fairly substantial seas in here. And you can see things are already starting going. If you look at how the dock there is moving, as the waves are already coming in, and it's only about 15 knots of wind so far. So, second storm in less than a week here in Southwest Harbor, Maine, and that is why we haul boats out at this time of year, because it is going to get nastier and nastier for the next couple of months, not to mention freezing quite a bit. And right here, of course, there was a loon there. As soon as I pointed the camera at it, it dove. They always do. So that's what it looks like here in Southwest Harbor. Low clouds up over Cadillac Mountain, and it's supposed to start raining pretty hard. Forecast is for 1 to 2 inches of rain tonight as we look east again towards Sutton Island and Little Cranberry. Okay, just wanted to update everybody on the beginning of our second storm of the week here in Southwest Harbor, Maine. It's about 15 minutes later, and now I'm over in Bass Harbor. I'm on the east side of the harbor, and camera is facing west toward Bernard. And as you can see, it's a little calmer over here than it was in Southwest Harbor. That's because the easterly wind is blowing across the harbor and there's very, very little fetch. And there are also lots of boats in the harbor here, and they're almost all lobster boats. And these boats tend to stay in all year over here. And you can see up there, all lobster boats up harbor. And the only pleasure boats I can see are 3 or 4 boats over at Up Harbor Marine, which is the little marina on the west side of Bass Harbor. So you can see this gale we're supposed to have later today and tonight will be kind of a non-event here. It'll be flat like this. Boats will be moving a little bit just because of the wind on them, but other than that, it's going to be pretty calm here. So this is Bass Harbor on October 30th, 2021. Just full of lobster boats. One boat over there, which is a tour boat that runs out to the village of Frenchboro in the summer, and it's hanging on a mooring. Usually leaves from this dock right here, and it's hanging on a mooring for this storm, and I'm pretty sure it will be hauled out very soon. So this is Bass Harbor, as I said, on October 30th, 2021 at just about noon, just before the start of our second storm of the week. Well, I'm at Seawall at Manset in Acadia National Park now, and we're going to take a look at the ocean out here at the beginning as the wind starts building for this afternoon and this evening's gale. Well, as you can see, it's not very rough here. Probably about a 2-foot sea running. Yeah. And that's with an east wind. We're looking east straight into the wind now. And you can see it's not that rough. The seagulls are hanging out on the rocks though. They're not flying around, even with the, maybe 15-mile-an-hour wind that I'm looking into right now. And starting to get a little hazy in the distance as we look southeast toward the Duck Islands, and a little bit north of east toward Great Cranberry Island. So this storm doesn't look like it's going to be really, really rough. I think the forecast is for 4 to 7 foot seas, which won't be that big a deal. Anyway, just thought I'd show you what it looks like on the eve of our second storm of the week here on the southern part of Mount Desert Island, Maine. If you enjoyed this little video, please click the like button. And if you haven't, why don't you consider subscribing to my channel as we get into winter, and I'll show you lots more videos of some of the stormy weather here on the Maine coast. Thanks for watching.